Okay. I don't know if I'm ever going to post this, but if I do, here we are. Today is Sunday, March 30th, 2025. And I found out today that I am pregnant. What? If this turns into a vlog, I don't know, but what's up, y'all? Aurelia Michael Holmgren here. 39 and fine club. And we're breakers. And I can't call the doctor because it's Sunday. I couldn't fall asleep last night because I kept thinking about all of these videos I wanted to create about this. And so I was up writing like 8 content for 8 videos, topic specific videos, but I also kind of miss vlogging. And aside from those very like specific topics, I want to be able to give y'all some more raw, real footage of what's going on. It obviously will not be in real time because maybe 5 people know that I'm pregnant. So we're definitely not dropping this tomorrow. But if we haven't met yet or you haven't seen one of my videos, my name is Aurelia Michael Holmgren. I originally started vlogging in 2022. I was vlogging my bodybuilding preps. I had been bodybuilding for 4 years. And then I moved more into lifestyle. I went to New York. I'm the associate choreographer for a Broadway show that just closed last month. And so I did a New York series while I was there for 3 months. And then I came back and I was kind of dabbling in different things. I have some series on my locks, which I decided to lock my hair in January. And then I just wasn't feeling vlogging at all. So I did vlog in March. I don't know if I'm ever going to post that vlog, but we're going to do this. So I wanted to just talk a bit about why I've decided to vlog and do these topic specific episodes on my pregnancy journey. So let's get into it. One reason I instantly thought about doing this is because when I typed in pregnancy vlog on YouTube, and this is no shade, no tea to anybody out there, so we're not trying to pull race cards in here, but without putting in Black woman pregnancy vlog, I could not find anything. And even in doing that, the amount of people that I found was pretty low. And if you have ever read What to Expect When You're Expecting, you know that the treatment of Black women when it comes to pregnancy and giving birth and our mortality rate in that process, you already know there's an issue. So I really wanted to do this because I wanted people to see, especially those getting closer to 40 than they are to 30, see someone else's journey, and hopefully no matter what happens, it gives them some hope and relatability and faith that if this is what they've been called to do, if this is how it's supposed to happen, that it will. Are there some fears around my pregnancy? Of course. I am 39 years old when I give birth, which is supposed to be December 6th. As of now, I haven't gone in for my first appointment yet. I will be 40. And there's a lot of misleading and scary statistics out there for our formerly known as geriatric ladies. But as much as there may be some fear in things like, am I checking every day, every time I go to the bathroom to be like, is there blood? Is it a miscarriage? Yes, those things happen, but I'm also really excited. And honestly, all along this journey, if you know me and we've ever talked about this, like I have completely left it in God's hands. Like I am not in control of this because, my mom always said, you saved my life when I had you. Like you made me this, you made me that. That's not the case with my pregnancy. Like my life is really bomb. And so this child is a beautiful asset to my life, but it's not saving me from anything. And so I was telling my friend that, and he was like, oh, you should make a vlog about that. You should talk about that. You should make a series. And I'm like, well, I don't want to offend people who like their feel like their core existence is to be a mom. Like, I have so much respect for people like that, but that's just not me. And I have people go, I can't wait till you have a kid. It's going to soften you. It's going to this. Your schedule's not going to be yours. You're going to this. You're going to that. And obviously things will change, but I'm bringing a baby into my life. And so together we're going to build, we're going to grow, we're going to travel. And that's how I've always seen myself as a mom. So that's why I thought this would be an interesting journey, because I'm probably not your stereotypical pregnant at 40 woman, and I'm definitely nobody's housewife. I love to work. I consider it fun. I can't believe people pay me sometimes to do what I do. Between voiceover as an artist, voiceover as a coach, a life and career coach, a musical theater performer, Broadway performer, and Broadway associate choreographer, like, life is beautiful. My man is fine. He a little younger than me, a little cougar. But I'm excited for y'all to share this journey with me. So I don't know when this is going to post. I guess after I announce it to the world. But either way, you'll be able to rock with me. If you have questions, if there's things you want to know, I'd be more than happy to answer. I am going in for my first official appointment in 3 weeks, which will be my 8th week. Because if y'all don't know, the first 2 weeks is before you even do to get to do. So they already tacked on 2 weeks to it. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm already 5 weeks. But in reality, I'm like 3. But thank y'all for rocking, to all my friends that are like, girl, I can't believe you held this from me. I love you. Peace. Oh, like, comment, share, subscribe. But you already knew that, right? Okay. Oh, smokes. Babe? Babe? I need your help.
What's this?
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. It's very clear if it is not.
I mean, they just spill it out, literally. It's just,
Yeah, there's no. So my cycle was supposed to come 4 days ago, but I was like, okay, whatever. So I took, where is it? I hide it somewhere for myself.
I'm looking at this like it didn't just. I'm looking in Spanish. It might be different.
So I took this one from the dollar store, and I kept Googling all day yesterday. What does a faint line mean? Some people said it means it could be a false positive. So then I only had one. So then I started taking ovulation strips, and they say sometimes the HCG can also appear to look like the LH. So last night when we were watching the show and you kept looking over like, what am I doing? I was ordering overnight pregnancy tests. March 30th, 2025. I'm pregnant. Wow. Although it is still quite a concept to grasp, I always knew this moment was coming. God told me to fear not, and I have been obedient. Quite a journey ahead, and I'm excited for what's to come. Today, my life is changed forever. What's up, y'all? It is Monday, April 7th. For those that do not know, Monday is my favorite day of the week. And surprisingly, I'm having a good start to the day, given the dreams I had last night. Oh my goodness, people out here drive crazy. So I need to do some research on this, and I'm going to make a specific video on it. But dreaming while pregnant is crazy. Now, your girl already dreams every night anyway. But how vivid these dreams are, how personal, how timely, how relevant, it's really scary. Like I literally woke up in the middle of the night. Adam was up because he stay up. In almost every relationship, there's that one person that can fall asleep in mid-conversation, and that one person who is pretty much up until at least 2. And I literally woke up so calm and said, wow, that was the worst dream I think I've ever had in my life. I dreamed, and sorry if this is going to get gory, but if you're still here, we're talking about pregnancy, so what do you expect? I dreamed last night that I went to take another pregnancy test, but I was bleeding so much that I guess I just assumed I was having a miscarriage, and what was developed of the baby was coming out through the blood. And I literally was bleeding onto the pregnancy test. And the reason why that is wild for many, obviously there's many reasons, but something I've noticed is that I'm like very faithful and like very hopeful and like believing in whatever it's supposed to be will be. But on the other token, I'm like almost always looking for something to be wrong. I'm looking for the nausea. I'm looking for the vomiting. I'm looking for the mood swings. I'm looking for the spotting. Like and it's like when you look in your man's phone, you're going to find something. If you're looking for something, you're going to find it. So, like, I think I need to really do some prayer and reflection today and just be like, okay, you can't teeter on both sides of the seesaw. Like, either you're going to be faith-filled and things will work out, or you're going to stay in fear and worry and doubt. But this whole flip-flop, can't do it. It's seeping into my dreams every single night. I'm dreaming about something. So that's something I need to work on, but I just wanted to share that with y'all because I didn't realize how wild this could get, but it's getting out of control. All right, y'all, it is Tuesday, April 8th. It is the first day of Legally Blonde rehearsals. And nobody knows I'm pregnant. Yay! I want to keep it that way. I feel good. We're about to go into our first dance session, choreography session, and I felt pretty good in the music section, so that was cool. I just got a banana because I realized I didn't bring enough snacks. I need to make sure I pack snacks. I think I'm turning at the wrong place. Hold on. Okay, I am at the right place. But yeah, I'm feeling good. Normally, like first day, it's getting to know everyone's personalities and, all the things. So making observations, but overall, everybody is really, really cool. So we'll see how this goes. I'm here until 8 o'clock. Today is Friday, April 13th, and we are officially 6 weeks preggers. And I just finished watching one of those, like, things I wish I knew before my first trimester, blah, 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 blah. And a lot of these a good amount of them are actually helpful, and then a lot of them kind of feel like regurgitated from videos people saw worked. So they keep saying things that they know that they saw worked in other videos. So I've been thinking a lot about like, well, why am I vlogging? And I think aside from wanting to document this journey, I think, and I may have mentioned this before, like I kind of represent I don't want to sound like the mom in Mean Girls where she's like, I'm not like a regular mom, I'm like a cool mom. But like I probably seem much more nonchalant to many people about the whole thing, about even before getting pregnant, about trying to give all the things. I probably seem a bit nonchalant or like whatever about it. But I think I just represent the women who see themselves as mothers, but that hasn't always been my like North Star, if that makes sense. And so like they say for the guy nothing really changes, but I also feel like in this moment right now at 6 weeks, like I kind of feel like nothing's changed for me either. And so I know things can happen at any moment, so I'll go with the things that I am dealing with. But I have low pain tolerance when it comes to like needles and stuff. I don't like all those things. But if I have to suffer through something, most of the time I'm just like, all right, let's just suffer. Like, what's the big deal? So what I am dealing with a little bit of constipation, TMI maybe, but it's nothing serious. Like, I go when I needs to go. So we're good on that. I do have this feeling of almost having like cramps, which they said is like something shedding or whatever. But I haven't, and then of course fatigue, but also y'all, I'm dancing next to 20-year-olds. Like, we are moving, we are grooving, we are singing for our lives, we are acting. I am traveling 3 hours almost round trip every day to work. So even if I wasn't pregnant, I would be exhausted. So I kind of take that with a grain of salt. It's kind of expected. But I haven't dealt with the nausea. I know I need to go to sleep. This is the end of the workday. No, I haven't been nauseous or thrown up or anything like that. And I did read, I went on the Reddit, because that's where I feel like the people are the rawest. And there are a lot of people that before their first trimester, before their first appointment, they're kind of like, am I actually pregnant? And I keep having these dreams about miscarriages. And I think not just because it gets pushed so much about advanced maternal age and the probability of miscarriages, I think I'm in a place of like acceptance of whatever will happen, and when I get there, I will deal with it. And whatever he has for me, he has for me. So that's kind of kept me like the cool side of the pillow. You know what I'm saying? I will say one thing that I was really proud of myself for doing last week. I had researched the OBs at my doctor's office, and I saw they had one black OB, and they were just going to stuff me with somebody else. But I'm glad that I was like, back it up one time. Is this person available? And they were like, oh, they're actually available at the second time frame that I gave you. And I'm like, great. So just making sure I'm advocating for myself. Also today, we've decided to throw in, I know, y'all probably going, I know people get crazy on these videos and the captions, and it's fine. You know, like I said, your girl's got tough skin. They're throwing in a cheerleading toss in the show. Obviously, they don't know I'm pregnant, so surprise. And I'm making sure that I'm being cautious because I'm aware of the information. And so like, it was no shade, no tea. And if anybody from my show watches this, you already know it's no shade, no tea. But like, if I'm going to have non-cheerleaders throwing me up in the air, I need the tallest, the strongest, the most willing to catch my big behind to the face people available. And so I'm meeting with the choreographer tomorrow to talk about said things. Safety first. because what she will not be doing is falling down on her stomach. Amen. Amen. So I thought it was kind of funny today that I was like, sure, let's do it. What a cool story to tell my child that you were like 40 feet in the air and that I did 2 shows while pregnant. Like that's the kind of story I want to tell my kids. Now, it's no shade, no tea to my mom. You know, my mom took off her first 5 years, my first 5 years of life, to be home with me. Rock star. Appreciate her, love her. That's the bestie. But how cool to be like, I did 2 shows while I was pregnant with you. And one of them, I got thrown like 20, 30 feet in the air. Like, to me, that, I don't curse anymore, but to me, that is bad. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I've been thinking about. Now, speaking of that, the second show I'm supposed to do is in middle of July to early August. I'm obviously going to tell the choreographer once I do my exam on the 28th, and then we can talk about it. But I still want to do the show. First of all, the rent still got to get paid, okay? This child has to have some food in their mouth and clothes on their back. So your girl's going to hit a step. So as long as they're comfortable with it, I will be fine. Just give me some nice, comfortable pants. No, not too tight. I might start showing by then. But I know I have to have that conversation this month just to make sure we're copacetic. I don't want to withhold that information. So Adam and I are kind of going about it with like whoever kind of needs to know, we're telling now, which at this exact moment is nobody. But as we go along, needing to tell people. And then once we do the end of the first trimester, then we'll start telling people. Because also, what your girl don't want to do is be sitting on her phone all day with people checking in on me. I love y'all dearly, but ain't nobody checking in on me like that right now, and I am just fine. So I don't want conversations to start centering around me and the baby. Like, I just don't want it. So that's why I'm also enjoying this time, and I'm like an open book. So the fact that I have kept this book closed for this long, I'm gonna go ahead and give me my flowers, okay? Anyway, I don't know when I'll be back on here. I have to sift through these videos to even get them all together and see how I'll cut them up. But happy 6 weeks. The adventure continues. So we are at the doctor's getting lab tests done. So the first thing I had to do, I'm getting this glucose post gestational something, basically testing for anything that might show a chromosome defect. So if there is anything that shows a defect on my end, then Adam has to get tested, but if not, then he doesn't. So I drank, basically tastes like a lemon lime Gatorade, and I drank that at 11:06, and now I have to wait to get my blood drawn at 11:07. But in the meantime, in between time, I've got to swab the cootie coo and break the stick in half and throw it up in there. Give that to them. Then I gotta wipe the cootie coo and do the famous pee of the cup. Middle to end string. Drop it up in there. So I brought my Spanish book. I brought my Sudoku. I got plenty of things to last me the hour. So I ain't gonna keep y'all on here for all that. Okay, bye. All right, y'all. So I just already got all my lab results back. And they tested me for everything. So no HIV, syphilis, HPV. And you know, it's interesting because I used to think back in the day, like, why would I need to take an HIV test? I'm married, da-da-da-da. But I'm sure there are so many people that have gone into a lab thinking that and not wanting to take it and taking it and getting an unfortunate result. So I know they're very like, yeah, that's great that you think you're in a committed relationship and that it's just y'all, but we're going to test you anyway. And those lab results came back quick. This is not a Kaiser commercial, but Kaiser Permanente is hands down the best health insurance I've ever had in my whole life. And I've been living a long time. Good morning, y'all. Coming to you live from my happy place. I don't know why, I just love the Stairmaster. But I was talking with Adam last night because we were saying how 6 weeks in and I haven't really had symptoms like that. But we were also talking about a lot of the stuff that changes when you become pregnant is dietary. And because of bodybuilding, we already kind of we use artificial sweeteners here and there, but we really remove sugar as a whole. So I do think, I was trying to think about, sometimes you don't really know the purpose of why you're doing something fully until the future. And now, although I had to deal with body dysmorphia for like 6 months after bodybuilding, who doesn't? Those 4 years of discipline and removing sugar and eating whole foods really is helping now. And I think that's part of why, I feel icky. Like all day I feel icky, but I don't feel necessarily nauseous yet, knock on wood. And I'm actually having a hard time eating anything. I'm not craving anything. Like, I just don't want to eat. But I made my enchiladas last night, and I'm going to force feed myself, because that's also what I learned in bodybuilding when I was in my bulking season for the year, and I was eating much more than I desired. So, feeling good. Back to rehearsals today, 12 to 7. Let's do it.
Hey y'all. Today is April 16th. It is a Wednesday. Probably won't matter because you could be watching this 2 years from now. It doesn't matter. I'm so used to my bodybuilding vlogs, because people like to see them and know when the dates are. You probably don't care. So I am 6 weeks and 3 days pregnant. That's probably more relevant information. I just got off first of all, I have rehearsal from 1 to 9 today, so I'm already like, eh. But I booked a voiceover job from 10:30 to 11:30, so I didn't get to sleep in as long as I wanted to. But I don't know, all I keep thinking about is I want my kid to know how much of a freaking rock star their mom is. She's doing all these things while creating life. Okay, that's what I want my child to know. You can do it all. You can't do it all at the same time if you want to do it all in excellence. Obviously, things will have to give, but you can do anything, man. Anyway, off of that, sorry, it's a little bright. Light sensitivity kicking in. I think maybe I am feeling nauseous, but to me, it doesn't feel. I associate nausea with feeling like you need to throw up. I don't feel like I need to throw up. I just feel icky. So I'm just gonna keep calling it the ick. I'm not gonna subscribe to the nausea. But if that moment comes, then I'll say it. But anyway, I just got off the phone with a wonderful young lady named Mackenzie at the Black Women's Health Program. So let me tell y'all something. I ain't too proud to beg, okay? I am not too prideful for a handout, for support. Okay, bring it on, like the movie, okay? So I Googled financial aid for Black mothers. Now, granted, unfortunately, but fortunately, a lot of these target Black single moms because unfortunately that is on a high, So some of them I couldn't apply to because I'm not a single mom. But this program sounds so cool. We meet once a week in person with other pregnant moms, which is awesome because I only know one person right now. No, I know 2 people that are pregnant, but they don't know I'm pregnant, so it's as good as nothing talking to them about it. So that'll be cool to meet some women that I don't know. It's kind of far, but not too far from the house. So based on the timing, hopefully we can meet when it's out of traffic. They provide a meal. Okay, we love whole food meals. We love that. It's going to be nice and pregnancy friendly. And they do some kind of raffles and incentives for coming every week, and it's a 10-week program. I'm here for it. Facilitate, teach me stuff, lead me, guide me. This is an area where your girl is not afraid to let her metaphorical hair down and let the girls teach me what I need to know, okay? There is no ego in this at all. This is not my arena, okay? Now, some people say, oh, I was born to be a mother. I always dreamed. I've been preparing. Nah, we didn't do all that. We're just here. I read a few books, learned a few things, but there's a lot I do not know. She was like, you even could win a blah, blah, blah. Whatever she said I could win, I don't know if that was a car seat, if that was a stroller, if that was baby formula. I don't know. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. So if there's anyone out there, you know, no matter what your financial situation is, like, research for that help, because they're not going out and looking for you. And that's, child, that's a metaphor that's for everybody, okay? You trying to make more friends, you trying to get a boo, you trying to, I don't know, expand your horizons. Get out there. Ain't nobody coming to check for you. Everybody got their own life going on. So I will continue to do my research. I applied for another scholarship, but you have to be, I think, 8 weeks. But they said you can apply, and then once you're at 8 weeks, then you have the option, you have the chance to win. So I'm like, your girl will take it, okay? Point blank, period. Have the cravings set in? I don't think so. I wasn't craving pizza until I saw the sign. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. Ooh, we are 7 weeks, 2 days pregnant. The hardest thing has been not to curse. So I gave up cursing during this 21-day fast I was doing with one of the churches I watch online. And I gave up cursing for it, and then I just never wanted to go back. Wow, the line to this park is full. There must be an event happening. But, oh gosh, I just want to curse right now. The nauseousness. One day I'll figure out how to say it. Is in full effect. I don't necessarily feel like I'm about to throw up, but I feel like eating the wrong thing could surely bring that to fruition. It's almost 1 o'clock, 12:30, and I am not hungry, and I don't want to eat, and I know I have to eat, and I feel bad because my husband's love language, his 6th love language is stuffing me with food. And nothing he's making, like, I just told him to stop. I was like, the weight of my heart right now, unfortunately, is not through my stomach. It's just not. It's just not. I tried, but nothing. Even yesterday, I had this teriyaki chicken, this California rolls, rice. I love me some rice, some sushi rice, but it was okay. And I know I'm supposed to eat whole foods, blah, blah, blah. But the girl needs to eat food. So today's well-balanced breakfast are questions. And it's just going to be what it's going to be, okay? Judge somebody else. But next Monday is our first appointment. So I am very excited. I'm ready for a picture of some sorts, so I can finally tell all the people that have no idea. Even though I am still loving this time, because I know once people, you can't unknow what you know. So once you know, like, I feel like kind of like a film goes over everything. So if it's like, yeah, I'm feeling icky today, the first thing is like, well, you know, in the first trimester. And I'm like, if I just said that right now, no one would know. So they'd just be like, oh, feel better. You know, now everything's going to be connected to pregnancy. So I'm just like, ugh. Let's talk about something else. But yeah, another 8, 9, 10, 11, 5 weeks potentially of this feeling. I think I'm also going to tell the choreographer I work with next week just to make sure he's cool with it for the show we're supposed to do in July. I'm fine, but I just want to make sure he's good. You know, just tell people slowly. It's not going to be like, okay, on Monday we're going to tell 20 people. That's going to be a lot. We'll probably tell a handful of people week by week. Surprise my parents on Mother's Day because they'll be in town. Yeah, I'll do a compilation of all the videos of us surprising folks. That'll be fun. What up, y'all? Having a lot of out-of-body experiences. I don't even remember turning the car off and grabbing my wallet or grabbing this phone, but here it is in my hand. So I just thought I'd share that. Stayed up near my job today.
so I didn't have to do that god-awful travel, which made so much difference. I got 9 hours of sleep, uninterrupted sleep. Crazy dreams, per usual. I think I mentioned that since I found out I was pregnant, I've been having crazy dreams. We had a nice big breakfast. I think what I'm trying to do now is have 3 big meals a day, because it says, like, eat small meals. Like, I know how to force feed, but I literally cannot. Like, I just have to eat when the spirit moves me. So I'm getting a salad right now, and I may also get an acai bowl. And I'm going to try to get one more meal in tonight. I'm going to try my best. But it's just really hard. It's really hard to open my mouth and put food inside. It's just, this is an experience I've never had. And I've had many experiences with food. This is one in my entire life where everything tastes like nothing. I'm ready to get over this hump. But anyway, so I don't know if I mentioned this, but I was thinking about going on a cruise for my 40th, but bing, ding, ding, I can't, because I'll be 28 weeks pregnant by then, which means they won't let you on the ship if you're more than 24, and obviously it's an honor system, but I'm sure I'm going to look more than 24. So I just asked my friend, well, I'm about to ask my friend David if he wants to go on a cruise for his birthday. Can't tell him yet why I'm not going for my birthday, because he doesn't know yet. But I plan to tell him next week, by Tuesday after I want to tell him in person. All my close LA people, I want to tell in person. So, I mean, I could tell them this Friday or Saturday at opening night. It's a difference of 3 days. We'll see. But yeah, then once I tell them, maybe we can plan a trip. I love the kids, but today I cannot people. Nope. Haven't picked up this thing in a while. Today, doesn't matter what the date is. I want to say 8 weeks, 3 days pregnant. And today we are going to our first ultrasound. Whoa! I promise there are going to be some more professional videos coming out, but you got to have energy for that. So for right now, you're going to get what you're going to get. I'm doing the best with what I got. So today we go for our first ultrasound. Mixed feelings. We're excited. Come on, baby. Let's walk a little more. Come on. We're excited. A little nervous. You know, you don't want to find out it's just a gas bubble and you'd be mad about life. So I'm going to go through all my questions that I have, particularly around like my fiber drink that I love to drink and my energy drink I love to drink. It's not it's like a little powder. It's not like a full-on energy like bottle. So I want to talk with her about that. Come on, baby. Let's walk a little more. Come on. Let's go get the mail. Let's go get the mail. Today I went to the gym for the first time in 2 weeks. I haven't gone since April 14th. It's April 28th. And it felt really good. I just feel very bloated. The leggings are definitely underneath the belly. And the big t-shirts are in full effect. Today we wore biggie smalls. And that's just what the future's gonna bring. I ordered some maternity pants last night and some dresses and stuff just to like try some things on, you know, still in the first trimester. Also, I need to get better about my eating. Y'all, I have never experienced in my life, and I have force-fed myself pretty rough, but when you don't have a desire to eat, it's a whole different ball game when you feel sick at the thought of eating. So I've actually lost half a pound since last week, which I don't think is supposed to happen. So today I ordered food for pickup. I'm gonna do some light meal prepping. Hello, cute little babies. Gonna do some light meal prepping. And we're gonna try to get this eating together because I'm under eating in general. I'm definitely under eating my protein. All right, I didn't want to keep y'all for another 40 minutes. So we're going to end part 1 of my first trimester here. The next video will start with hubby and I going to our first ultrasound. Oh my God. And I'm racking up the videos as I tell people about the pregnancy. So don't you worry. the end of this thing, there's going to be a nice, sweet collage. But thank you for tuning in. If you have questions, comments, suggestions, I'll even, normally I don't open the suggestion box, but go ahead, drop it like it's hot. Don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe, especially I don't find enough Black women on here, vlogging and doing videos specific to their pregnancies. So share that knowledge with your Black friends, okay? Period. Love y'all. Peace. All right, y'all. We are on our way to our first ultrasound. Man of few words. Very good looking. How you feeling about the ultrasound?
Sure. It'll be interesting, I suppose.
I suppose.